Welcome back to my garage. Behind me you can see the engine assembled again and ready for the first startup. Now with the new liner installed and everything ready. This video is a bit delayed because last week I spent a couple of days traveling to Toyo in Stockholm, and I got a little like an introduction to the company and a tour of everything they're doing and stuff. Really interesting stuff. So there's no video from that, but I will be traveling back in not too long, and back there in not too long, using some of their equipment for stuff I need to do stuff. Yeah, anyways, so that's why, because I lost a couple of days, but definitely worth it, and I'm going back. Before we get started, I'm trying my best now to put this whole year prior to now behind me, and all the difficult stuff that's been going on, and but at the moment things are still like, the problem now is I feel I really want things to just full speed ahead, but things are going slowly, slowly better, and I like fast better. And but like all the stuff has caused issues are pretty much resolved. The problem now is my anxiety around all this because things have been going so slow for so long, and it's a really weird situation. So what I'm saying is, it would really help if all the financial help you could provide would be really helpful, because I'm actually really anxious about this not panning out, because I kind of lost the momentum up until like this last year, and that is causing me lots of anxiety. I've noticed because I've been working on not blocking out stuff and actually like feeling it. So the anxiety now is caused by this being disregarded by all the other issues, and I think it seems like maybe that's the last thing now, and I'm back to a better me again. Anyway, so there's a PayPal donate link in the description, or just donate to twostrokstuffing@gmail.com, and also there's my Patreon, and I really appreciate the donations people have been giving, and all of my patrons, and it really means a lot, and especially now as I'm feeling like there's something that's been stuck in me somehow, and because I love doing this, but it's so hard to get started, been so hard, and yeah. Anyways, on with the show. Gotta add in, because you're probably wondering like why you can do this without you don't need money, but the thing is, this is my job, and like with a really slow year, it's I have a family to support, and everything surrounding that, the house and cars and the kids, and so that's why I don't really care about the money, but I care about being able to provide for my family. So now the tip of this is super hard, and the rest is at about 50 Rockwell. And the tip is like glass. Probably not a good idea to keep it that hard. Bring it down to like 60 or so. Or maybe it is. Like the purpose of this, I should explain. This is the chain drive of my dyno, and this has to be thin to not interfere with the chain. But if it's not hard enough, it just deforms when I torque down the nut and everything gets bent. So maybe it is a good idea to keep this super hard. I think super hard is the way to go, because this is super hard, I think. This is between 60 and 65 Rockwell, and this is just slightly harder. So I think we'll keep it super hard. I want to thank NordVPN for the continuous support of my videos and staying with me through all the stuff that's been going on. NordVPN is like all this stuff for you when you're on the internet. They create an encrypted tunnel for your data to travel in, so nobody can spy on it and steal your data, like your personal information you want to keep private, or credit card information, passwords, all that stuff. While using NordVPN to keep you secure on the internet, there's a huge added benefit of being able to pretend to be from wherever you want and take advantage of deals not available in your country, movies, games, stuff like that, cheap plane tickets that you wouldn't get in your country, but you can pretend to be from somewhere else. Huge benefit. I always talk about it. So I'm living in Norway. And now the internet thinks I'm from Brisbane, Australia. There's 5,000 plus servers to choose from all around the world, and NordVPN is really fast, so you won't notice a difference going through the VPN versus not. There's a bunch of useful features working in the background for you. One of them is threat protection. Scans URLs and prevents you from going to malware hosting websites or other malicious content containing websites. Blocks web trackers and stops third parties from collecting data around your traffic. Prevents malvertising attacks with an ad blocker. A DNS filter filtering your traffic through NordVPN's DNS servers, preventing you from even going to places which could be serving up malicious stuff. I highly recommend you go check out what NordVPN has to offer. So go to nordvpn.com/twostrokestuffing for a great deal. And it's risk-free with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Stay safe on the internet while supporting my channel, which is greatly appreciated. Thank you, and thank you NordVPN. I'll need a thicker spacer. That's a little bit loose. You can see there's a slight difference between the new inserts and the old ones. Same exit angle, but now with much more or less volume in the rest of the port. In theory, this exit angle should be better, but so far what made most power was just a straight 90-degree across the bore angle. So we'll see. This will give more area. Let's get my enforcer. Shit. That's a bummer. I'll have to print a new one. I think I'll print 2 new ones and I like scale them to 99% versus 100, so that they're a slight bit easier to get in there. I'll be back when that's I'll be back. I've 3D printed new ones that should fit better. They're scaled down to 99%. And should be easier to get in there. I'll be more careful so that I don't break off the tab. We have a slight problem though. As you might notice, there's no lighting here. We're experiencing really high winds and probably a tree over a power line or something. So until the electricity is back, I can't really do anything out here. Well, except for trying to hammer these in. let that sit for 15 minutes. We have a slight problem here. There might not be enough clearance for a little bit tight there. Maybe grind off some more. There's something in a way for every position here. I wonder if that should have been like vibration dampen mounted. I was gonna hook up the coolant system, but winter has taken its toll on my pump. I should have drained this, of course. No biggie, I'll use the big coolant reservoir instead. There's a little bit of a leak up here, pretty much always been, but we'll have to fix that, but not now. We're ready. I haven't hooked up a proper throttle like twist grip or anything yet, and the brake is now controlled by just this lever, so it's just to see that everything spins and the engine doesn't cease immediately. And now with the steel liner or cast iron liner and stuff, we're gonna take things a little bit slow, give it a somewhat proper run-in, and just be a little bit careful now. Because things will expand differently compared to with the plated cylinder. And also there's a huge coolant reservoir now with 10 degrees Celsius water, 13 actually it seems. So it'll take a while to get some heat into the engine, which is a good thing, but yes, take things slow. Crossing fingers. It's running nicely and haven't seized yet. I think we'll need to preheat the coolant because with all that revving, we managed to go from 13 degrees head temperature to 14. I could feel no difference holding the cylinder. So we're and that's fine, but maybe not for like a run-in of a new sleeve and piston ring and stuff. This is extremely difficult to control. I need to at least get some more practice into braking the engine. As I've talked about before, there is a water brake in the making though. There's some pictures here now, so more about that later. But I think we can make this at least work as a temporary solution. I need to calibrate the load cell and hook it up to the dyno software and stuff. And so next time, get a proper throttle controlling device, and also make this get a longer thing so that we can have this here and have some more fine control over it and see. I noticed it wouldn't rev without any load, so there might be so little load now that it just, like, it often happens that in a two-stroke with no load, it's like just cutting out when if you try to rev it in neutral. Sometimes could be something wrong, but anyways, thanks for watching, and new video within this week now, and maybe two. We'll see. See you next time.